In this example, we'll have to create a quadratic function that models the situation in the word problem. So please take a moment to read the word problem before we begin. Having read the word problem, we can see that we've got a rectangular garden that measures 4 meters by 8 meters and is going to be surrounded by a flower bed of uniform length. Because it says uniform length, I know that it will increase the width and length by the same amount on each side, which I can label x. Further on in the question, it tells me that the combined area of these two is 165 meters squared. Now I need to algebraically determine the width of this flower bed. So what I'd like to do now is write a relationship for the length and the width that I can then relate using the area. So I know the length of this is 8 meters plus my flower bed. I would get 2x plus 8. Looking at the width, I know it's 4 meters, again plus 2x, so I have 2x plus 4. Now the area is the length times the width, which in this case would be 2x plus 8 multiplied by 2x plus 4 to give me a total of 165. Multiplying this out, I get 4x squared plus 8x plus 16x plus 32 is equal to 165. If I'm going to be trying to solve this, I should try to set it equal to 0. Doing so, I'm bringing the 165 back over. So I'd have minus 133 here, equal to 0. So now I've got a quadratic relation that I can use to find the width. I have two options now. One, I can try to factor this. The other, I can use the quadratic formula. Depending on what you're more comfortable with, your approach will vary. Because the numbers are large here, it may take me a while to find two numbers that multiply to give me a fairly large product of 532, with a difference of 24. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula. I've got a, b, and c values here that I'll need to plug into my equation. So I've got negative 24 plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over, again, 2 times a. So I have negative 24 plus or minus. So I got the square root of now 576. Because I have two negatives there, I'll have a positive here, and it's 2128. Again, divided by 8. Going a step further, x equals negative 24 plus or minus square root (2704) all over 8 equals negative 24 plus or minus 52 over 8, which will give me two answers of a negative 9.5 meters or a positive 3.5 meters. If we think about the context of this problem, negative answers don't make sense for length, so we would need to reject the 9.5, thus having the width of the garden be 3.5 meters.